What is going on, guys? So I'm back again with another video, and today we work on G20 once again. So if you guys seen my previous video, you guys know that I finally received my intake manifold for my G20. So basically for today's video, I am gonna be putting it on my car today. Well, hopefully, because I gotta go to work, so I should be out not too late today, so I'll come and try to work on the car when I come back. But I have the manifold assembled already. I have the cooling lines here already connected, as well as the phenolic spacer. So on the new model, so if you guys don't know, this is the new model. It's called the B48 Max by IPOS Motorsports. This one does have port injection built in, if you guys didn't know that. So the first version of this manifold from IPOS doesn't have port injection built in. You would have to buy separately. So the good thing about this one, the new version, it already comes with it. It even comes with a fuel rail that they provide you with. So it's pretty cool. You don't have to use it, you can just block it off. It already comes blocked off, but it's there if you ever need it. Secondly, they come with these bolts that bolt onto the phenolic spacer onto the manifold. So that makes it so much easier to install this spacer and manifold together instead of fighting with the car. Because last night I was actually fighting with the car like a good hour. I put the spacer on first, and I try to put the manifold right after, and it just kept falling. It wasn't aligned each time, so I was getting very frustrated until I saw Ethan's Fox video. I believe that's his name on YouTube. He was putting on his manifold on his B58. I think he has a 2 series, I believe. What I seen was that his manifold came with bolts to bolt on the spacer. So I was like, let me go check if I have these bolts. So luckily I did, and I'm so excited because this is just gonna make install so much easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the car, maybe not right now, but when I come back, and I'll give you guys an update when it's on the car. Alright guys, so I'm back from work. It took me around 30 minutes to put the manifold on, so I just came back from work. I'm sorry I didn't record. I literally came back and just started putting this on. So as you guys saw, that I put on the phenolic spacer, I bolted onto the manifold, and I put the O-rings on. The most difficult part about this job are the O-rings that I come with. So the O-rings, they kept falling off as I'm trying to fit the manifold in there. You just have to have a lot of patience for this job. If you're gonna plan on doing this job at home, you have to have a lot of patience. So I'm letting you guys know right now, it looks so good in the engine bay. As you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down and just start connecting these cooling hoses right here. As you can see, the long hose is right here. It's gonna connect somewhere there with this hose right here. You see that? And then the small one is going to connect. Where'd it go? It's I think it's this one. No, it's another hose. I'm not sure where this one right here. So it's this hose. You're gonna have to cut from the top as well. So just keep that in mind. You gotta cut that one as well, so it can fit with this one. The kit comes with a coupler, so it'll connect to this coupler right here. You do have to remove the oil filter housing in order to do this. I mean, you don't have to, because I put it in there with it on, but it just makes it so much easier if you take off the oil filter housing. Trust me, it makes it so much easier. You have more room to play with. But that's pretty much it, guys. Honestly, the most difficult part is just putting this on and making sure that the O-rings are in place, because if they keep falling off, it's just so frustrating. And you just gotta make sure that the O-rings are aligned, or else you're gonna have a air leak. So that's pretty much it as far as the manifold goes, I'll give you guys an update once I have the car running. I still gotta connect all this wiring and coolant pipes, and also I'm gotta make sure that I bleed the system correctly. So I am gonna do a bleeding procedure. I'm gonna do it 3 times, and then I'm gonna pour some in the bigger tank, let that one run, and just keep pouring until it stops taking the coolant. I do have a battery charger, so you will need one to this job. I'm gonna go ahead and connect the battery charger to the battery and connect the ground to this piece right here. The what's it called, the battery charger that I picked up, I got it for a good price on Amazon. It was like around $90. It's very popular too. So it's this one, the C-Tech battery charger and maintainer. Pick it up at Amazon for like 90 bucks, 95 bucks to be exact. Maybe cheaper, to be honest, I'm not too sure. But that's pretty much it, guys. Here's the E46. About to do spark plugs on this car as well. But I think that's it for today on this car. I'm gonna go ahead and start it tomorrow when I have light, when I get off work again. So hopefully I finish tomorrow. If not, most for sure by Tuesday it'll be done. Alright guys, so everything's finally put back together. At the moment I'm actually bleeding out the system. So as you can see the coolant moving. It's just doing this thing right there. So this is the first step. I'm gonna do this around 3 times. This only for this one. For the second one, which is the bigger tank, you have to have the car running for this one. So in case you guys do want to know, so far I've used 3 gallons. Well, 2 gallons, and I'm on my 3rd one. I didn't think I was going to use that much, so I'm probably going to go get a 4th one, because this is barely the first one, the first round. I'm going to go 2 more rounds on this one, and I have to start the car to bleed this one out. So maybe an extra 2 gallons just to be safe. Alright guys, so first round is done. Honestly, it should run about 11-12 minutes. It kind of felt like 10 minutes because like you keep looking at the little small tank to make sure that it's not running dry. So you do gotta keep an eye on it to make sure that there's enough coolant there. Yeah, I'm kind of scared. I found another gallon in the garage, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, but this one's halfway full, so hopefully I have enough for the second one. I'm sure I will, because it should have filled up most of it already, but hopefully, wish me luck. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and run to O'Reilly's and just grab me another 2 gallons or so. So it's literally the next day. So last night, I'm not too sure, I can't even remember at this point. I've been too focused on this car. So let's start fresh. So when I finish the car's running good. I do have a check engine light for this hose, this ventilation hose, because there's no connection on the new manifold. But I mean, that's normal. It doesn't affect performance, it doesn't affect anything. So what I think I'm going to do, because I still want to keep all this, so I still want to keep this connection and this one that goes all the way down here. I'm not too worried about how the engine bay looks. I kind of like how it looks like this. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna cut it from right here and then just plug it off from right here, and I think it should be good. But yeah, I took it for a drive last night. I guess it started overheating because it sucked out all the coolant. So I turned it on. I primed this one twice, and then I turned it on so it could start sucking coolant from this one. It wasn't sucking any coolant, so I was like, maybe I gotta start driving it. So eventually I was letting it warm up and it started sucking coolant from here, so I refilled it again, and then it stopped sucking coolant. So then I just took it out for a drive. It overheated, not crazy, but it just overheated real quick, and then pulled over. I put more coolant, and it was fine after that. But yeah, I'm still gonna double check it once it cools off. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and change out the oil on this car, because if you guys don't know or haven't seen my videos on TikTok, the whole reason why I got this manifold and did all this work was because the oil filter housing cracked. And I mean, not the, well, it didn't crack, but the o-ring gave out, and so it had coolant go into the motor oil. So when I drained out the oil, it was filled of just coolant and oil mixed together, so it looked like chocolate milk. So I put some cheap castor oil in it so I can run the car for now. When it was finished, I ran it. I drove it to work today, came back just to clean out the whole inside of the motor. Then I'm going to drain it out, and hopefully I could get more, dirty oil from the inside. So I'm gonna drain it out and put some liquid moly oil back in there, because that's all I've been running since day one on this car. But honestly, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. One thing I want to know, I feel like my turbo is super loud now for some reason. All I did was change the manifold, but for some reason when I revved the car while it's parked, the turbo sounds really loud. So not sure why, but that's pretty much it, guys. I'll post a quick little video of it parked while idling, but that's pretty much it. That's how it looks. So I got it, once again, I got it unpainted. This is how it comes raw. You cannot reuse the engine bay cover, or yeah, because there's no way to mount it usually. And then these connections are just gonna have to stay like that, because there's no clips for them. On the first version of this manifold there was, but I guess they took that away because this one's a little bit bigger than the first one. But that's pretty much it, guys. One thing to note, just make sure for this wire that connects to the ECUs, make sure, let me see, which one was it? No, okay, so this one right there, you can see it down there. So I tucked it back there, and I should have hadn't done that. I should have just left it on top. But I mean, it's not affecting anything, honestly. But I mean, yeah, guys, not sure what else to talk about. Everything seems good. Everything is chilling. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Comment down below if you have any questions. I'm gonna do some data logging on the IATs. Make sure they're running good, if not better, most likely better, because I also have a heat exchanger, if you guys don't know that. So I put that in too. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.